Alright guys, so check out this kit. You get this 10.6 inch light, you get a really long cord, you get a really beefy stand, a bag for it. Just take a look at this stand. This is made out of heavy duty metal, and the clamp can actually adjust to go to even a thicker desk. And I'm using a butcher block desk, which is almost 2 inches thick, and it also has that nice rubbery felt on the top there so it won't scratch your desk surface. The light stand, again, is very strong and it's adjustable. It can go all the way up to 24.6 inches at the maximum height. And the light itself is about 10.5 inches. It's already diffused. It's got the diffuser built in, and it's LED, so it's silent. It's got a nice adjust knob there, just goes on there, and the light will also swivel. Here is the bag, so you can put the power supply in the front. The light can go in this pocket. You will have to carry the desk mount separately, however, it won't fit in the bag. Looking at it from the back, you got these adjustment knobs. You have a knob for brightness and a knob for color temperature. Now here is how you can swivel the light. So you can pretty much put this thing 360 up and down, and just another look of having it clamped on the desk. Now here's the power cord. You just throw that in the back of the light and you switch the power to on to the right side if you're using the cord. And I'm just adjusting the power and the color. And then if you switch it to 2, that will work off battery power. And then here's just what it looks like. I was just lighting up my little shelf here and changing the color temperature. Now using it as an actual light to film, this is what it looks like. Pretty darn cool if you ask me. Alright, so when you press the mode button here, you can adjust it so the light is in either master mode or slave mode. When in slave mode, it'll actually work in conjunction with another light that is acting as the master, which is how I was using it in my studio, so I can control both lights at once. But you can also just have it set to master mode, and in that mode you can just adjust the light power and the color temperature using the knobs on the back. You'll be good to go. And if you only have one light, then it'll also work in master mode as well without having to worry about other lights being adjusted. But if you have multiple lights going on, you're going to want to have it set to slave mode in most cases, depending on what light you're using as your primary. Also, when both lights are lit simultaneously, that's how you know you're in slave mode. Alright, so this is the results you could expect to get when you have it mounted to your desk. Right now, the light is literally, I could almost touch it with my fingers, so I would say it's about 3 feet away. I actually have it at 30% power, and it's like right behind my monitor. So if I'm looking at the monitor, this is what basically you would see. And then you can just look at the camera, you know, as you're commentating, and then continue working. So it works really well for a desk mount solution because I can't get a light in that position in my room because of the way the desk is. The desk is so close to the wall and stuff. So this works out really good. Now I do have my other GVM lantern light right here slightly to the left. So I'm going to turn that on now and just show you what the difference is. Because this is a big lantern style softbox versus the approximately 10 inch disc that I'm currently using for my light source. So let's check out the difference. So here's what the light source looks like when I'm using the lantern style softbox, which is quite a bit larger, and that's what that light looks like. So because it's a larger light source, it is a little bit softer on my face, as you can see. The larger the light source, the softer the look on the face. So, you know, the smaller 10-inch disc here is not going to yield as soft of a look. So let me show you. Let me just compare so you can see. So this one I'm going to put down here. And what's so cool is you can control all this from the app. So I have this desk mount light set to my channel 1, and then this light, the lantern, is my master light. So that one is set to 0. So when you have the light source set to 1, both lights will adjust. And when you have it set to 0, only the lantern will adjust. It works really well. So check this out. I'm going to turn that light source up a little bit. I'm going to go back to here, turn that down. So now I'm just using the new GVM LED desk mount light. So you can see it still does a good job, but it's not quite as soft because the light source is smaller. So for a solution that mounts to a desk, like if you're doing webcam stuff, Zoom stuff, anything like that, this GVM LED desk lamp solution is a really great option. It plugs into the wall. So it's really easy. You could use batteries and stuff like that if you're in a situation where you're using your battery on a laptop and you're, you know, in that type of scenario. but it comes with the plug, the kit that I got, which I prefer most times because I'm usually in the studio, but it is really nice to have that battery option as well. So a lot of times, you know, dragging the cord out, there might not be an outlet handy. You can just throw a battery in there and do what you got to do and then get out of there. That's pretty much how it works. And this particular kit goes for about $139. So it's a really good value considering the power, the ability to be able to control it from your app, from your phone, your smart device. It makes it really easy. You don't really have to, you know, once you have it set where you want, all you got to do is hit the on button and the light's just going to be right where you want it, perfect. You can also control the color temperature depending on what you want your skin tones to look like, depending on what kind of camera you're using. It's nice to have the ability to change the white balance color temperature. And it ranges from 3200 to 5600, which is the same as what this GVM lantern light does, which I also reviewed, you know, a month or two ago. Another thing this light would be good for is if you're an online gamer and you're streaming or something like that, and you're, you know, talking to a mic just like I am while you're playing video games. You can use this light to light you up so you don't just have the TV light or computer monitor light in your face. If you want a more professional look, you really need a light, and this is a great solution because it's silent and it's not going to affect your video in any way as far as audio is concerned, and it's really affordable. And like I was saying, the desk clamp is super beefy. The cord, the AC cord is very long, so you can easily get to an outlet if you don't have one handy nearby. Like, the cord's very long, it's like got to be at least 10 feet, so you can get pretty darn far away from the light to plug it in if you have to. Alright, so that is pretty much it for this review. I really hope you got what you were looking for. This is definitely a really nice lighting solution for those in need when you're mounting a light to a desk. I really hope you got what you were looking for in this GVM desk mount LED video light. I will catch up with you guys next time. Please stay tuned. I got new reviews coming soon, and I really hope you have a great day. All right, take care.